We are continuing to follow developing news out of Guilderland, where police have reported a quadruple homicide.
At this time, information is still very limited. Police are still on the scene gathering information and investigating the crime.
News 10 ABC was the first on the scene and has been working all evening, determined to learn the latest information. And we certainly have that for you tonight. News 10 ABC's Marty Casper and Rachel Young-Cuners out looking for answers. We'll talk to Rachel in just a bit, but let's start with Marty. And Marty, what's the latest you're hearing at the scene there?
Well, Mark, this area has been the scene of a lot of police activity for the better part of the day. Police were initially called here around 2 o'clock this afternoon to a home at 1846 Western Avenue here in Guilderland. When they arrived and went inside, that's when they discovered the bodies of 4 people.
The whole thing is horrible.
Rosalind Kowalski and her husband Thomas live 2 doors down from where police are investigating a quadruple homicide.
It's hard to believe.
It's a horrible crime. It's horrible, and it certainly isn't common at all for the town of Guilderland.
Kowalski describes what she saw when she came home from a hair appointment earlier in the day.
There was a little boy on that front lawn down there pounding his fists and rocking back and forth, and one of the patrolmen put a yellow tarp around him to keep him warm.
Police sources say 2 adults and 2 children were found dead inside, something investigators on scene would not confirm.
I don't know what the relationship is, so no, I cannot confirm that.
They're the nicest little kids. I don't understand how they could do that.
The Kowalskis say at least 2 adults and 3 children live in the home. The children would often come to their house to play with their pets.
They would come home from school, see the dogs, and we'd let them in the backyard and they'd play with the dogs.
Police say they've had a tough time gathering information because those that know the victims speak little English.
We have translators coming in from throughout the state because there is a significant language barrier.
News 10 ABC was first on scene. When we arrived, we saw people being escorted from the scene, crying hysterically. Throughout the day, we saw state police forensics teams combing the property, looking for clues and talking with neighbors. At this hour, police are asking for the public's help.
Again, if they've seen anything or heard anything, we'd like them obviously to call us as soon as they can.
Now, Guilderland Police, State Police, as well as the FBI are all working on this case. At this hour, police are not saying how the victims were killed, but they are saying they do not have anyone in custody and they also have no suspects. Reporting live in Guilderland, I'm Marty Casper for News 10 ABC.